In this video, we're going to begin with a long segment from the part 1 video of my session with Debbie. The focus of this video is to discuss how to respond to clients after they talk for an extended period of time. First, we'll look at the segment, and then I'll make some comments about it.
Well, I chose this figure of a fairy, or yeah, I think that's what she is, with a magic wand, and she's missing a wing. And I like that because she's imperfect and having a hard time navigating, I think. I like the wand because I spend most of my time in my life listening to people. And hoping I can come up with some good ideas, or like, so the wand was sort of like giving some of those dreaded, unwanted solutions, you know, and to people. I know people don't necessarily want that a lot of times, but I, for some reason, feel the need to help. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Boy, I don't know where that comes from, but it's this deep-seated something to help and have solutions for people. So, anyway, that's why the magic wand, and I also chose a little angel here who also doesn't have a wing to represent a part of who I am, because everyone tends to think of me as some sort of perfect little angel, and I like the broken wing because I'm not a perfect angel. And I know that, and I guess showing that is hard, maybe, because I guess I want to be. And then I have this other figure right here of a person carrying a really heavy bag, and I don't know if that's a man or a woman, but that they look pretty well burdened, and so I feel that really represents me in a lot of ways, because I am carrying a weight, and
so this experience that you have of trying to help people and listening and that kind of thing, maybe some people think of you then as this angelic person, a really good person, I guess, who tries to help and cares a lot about other people.
Yeah, a really nice person.
A really nice person, and really caring,
yeah,
and someone who wants to help. But then what it's like to try to help all these people is a pretty heavy load that you carry around.
Oh, and that image too. It's a weight.
It's a weight. So what is that weight like for you? How would you describe it?
Well, I don't feel very not dishonest exactly, but kind of dishonest or not authentic.
When adult clients talk for extended periods of time, it can be challenging for therapists to know where to go with all the material that has emerged. What Debbie did there was talk about her scene, and in Sandtry therapy, this is just kind of the way it works. Once the client begins to, especially if it's an adult client, some kids will do this too, and adolescents, but if it's an adult client, what they'll do, once they begin to tell you about their tray, especially if the client is feeling something as she's talking about it, it can take an extended period of time to cover several of the symbols that are in the tray. And so what makes that tough, of course, is that the client's really throwing at you so much stuff that it's hard to know, well, which one should I pick? What should I, should I pick this one or whatever? Now, what I do when a client is going for an extended period of time, especially adults, is I make mental notes to myself. So I kind of say to myself, as the client is talking, I'm going to come back to that one. And I do this with about maybe 2 or 3 different areas that are expressed during a long segment. What novices do a lot of times is they only respond to something that's said at the end of the segment, but that may not be the most important thing, so that can be a mistake. Let's see. Now, what I do in the segment that you just watched is I chose to summarize and reflect the essence of what I heard from Debbie. After she responded by saying, at the end of her, she finishes the long segment, I respond, then she came back and said she was really a nice person, but when she said that, she really viewed the word nice negatively because it wasn't maybe authentic. And I asked her what it's like to help all of these people and carry such a heavy load, and she said it is a weight. Now, in the next video, we'll talk more about that weight, but to kind of wrap this up, then I asked her what the weight is like, and she began to talk about not being authentic with all the people she tries to help. The next video will pick up with that idea.